The United States has long presented itself as a beacon of democracy, where institutions function independently and public servants work beyond the shadow of political pressure. But that image took a hit when President Donald Trump fired Erica McIntyre, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Commissioner, over job numbers that painted a grim economic picture. McIntyre had released a report showing that only 73,000 jobs were added in the month of July, a figure far below expectations. More troubling was the revelation that the numbers for May and June had also been revised downward by a combined 258,000 jobs. Combined with data showing sluggish consumer spending and economic output, the report triggered concern among economists and investors alike. Wall Street responded with unease. Treasury yields fell. Confidence in the administration's economic narrative began to crack. But instead of addressing the root causes or presenting a recovery strategy, President Trump took to social media and accused the data of being rigged. Without any evidence, he claimed that the statistics had been manipulated to make Republicans, and himself, look bad. And then came the action that shook Washington. Trump fired McIntyre. This decision sparked immediate backlash, not from his political rivals, but from within his own party. It's not the statistician's fault if the numbers are accurate and that they're not what the president had hoped for, said Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis. North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis was even more blunt. They ought to grow up. Even Kentucky's Rand Paul, known for his libertarian leanings and past support of Trump, questioned the move. When the people providing the statistics are fired, it makes it much harder to make judgments that the statistics won't be politicized. These weren't just political disagreements, they were alarm bells. The firing raised concerns about the integrity of national institutions, the independence of data, and the growing willingness of powerful leaders to bend facts for personal gain. And watching from afar in the heart of West Africa, was Captain Ibrahim Traoré. He had seen these patterns before, in post-colonial regimes that collapsed under the weight of lies, and in foreign powers that traded truth for control. Traoré understood that when facts become inconvenient, autocrats don't challenge them with better arguments, they erase them. For him, the issue wasn't just about Trump. It was about a growing global threat. The rise of leaders who confuse loyalty with truth, who punish bearers of bad news instead of addressing the problems behind them. As Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader, Traoré had built his own government around integrity and courage. He knew that any nation, regardless of power or wealth, was vulnerable the moment it stopped trusting its own data. In this firing, Traoré saw more than a political drama. He saw a warning. Because when a leader begins to attack statistics instead of solutions,